guys already know this is the main one tapping in all the way from H-Town, Houston, Texas. I'm here with my boy T.A.G.
T.A.G.
T.A.G, very nice, very evil.
Well, that's tag shit.
The only thing we're gonna do is take over, baby.
Free fall as I dive through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really.
What it is, what it was, and what it do, Tag Nation and IWC is your soon to be favorite wrestling podcast. Tag me in, aka TMI. And who am I? I am the disembodied voice of the two-time, two-belt ScooterRay. And the man to my left, rocking that sweet Stone Cold t-shirt. Let's give a oh hell yeah to the one and only Lip Dizzle.
Hell yeah.
And that beautiful human being with the long, luxurious hair to my right, in the pooch in the background, our unofficial official mascot Loki. Give it up for Jaeger Bombastic, so fantastic.
The dude just lurking too.
And then he just
what you doing over there?
I'm over it. He just said I'm over it. Like he was
We
just
gotta
like,
get
whatever.
you. We gotta get you like a little VTuber, like little ghost head for when you're talking.
Just kind of
floating
kind
around
of
in
like
that box.
Floating around, yeah.
But gentlemen, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? And yes, I know we took a week off. You know, work was working, things was happening, so we took a week off. We back. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give you this wrestling content. But gentlemen, how y'all doing and feeling?
I mean, look, the universe decided to throw its powdery kryptonite at me. For those of you who don't know, pollen is my kryptonite, and it's been a shitload of it. And yeah, this ain't my regular drink. This is God's nectar. This is tea.
Because when you said powdery kryptonite, I was like, I don't think we can talk about cocaine, sir.
No, that's that. Look, that's the last thing my nose needs.
Well,
you know, small story. Fucking anytime, like I've known friends that have done the shit, and I'm like, man, like what's up with that? They're like, have you done it before? I'm like, nah. They're like, don't.
Damn, just don't. Just
and then I go out with them the next
Don't.
time we're at the kickback, and then they're still like whipping at a little bump, and I'm like, what the fuck? You just all right.
Hey, they just letting you know. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it early in the show instead of saving it. This Saturday, NXT Stand and Deliver. Yep, they did not make it a part of WrestleMania weekend. And since we did not record last week, for those who did not know, NXT's PLEs and library is officially off of Peacock. It is now uploaded on YouTube, and NXT Stand and Deliver will be on YouTube. So you don't have to worry about having another streaming service as of now. So NXT Stand and Deliver will be on YouTube. We should have, since they're in St. Louis's own Sexy Red will be in attendance. You know, so we get one more Sexy Red sighting before, I guess, you know, they stop that. You know, on the pre-show, we're going to get a 10-person tag match. We're going to get Hank and Tank, Eli Knight, Women's Speed Champion Ren Sinclair, and Shiloh Hill taking on Birthright. And I'm not listing all the members of Birthright. They're taking over Birthright. So yeah, 10-person mixed tag match. And remember, Stand and Deliver is NXT's WrestleMania. So don't forget that while I'm talking about it. Also, we're going to have on... Yep. Also, with this past Tuesday, Los Americanos won the right to take on Vanity Project's Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes for the NXT Tag Team Championships. So there you go. We're going to get Miles Bourne defending his North American Championship against, yep, you see it, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano. we are going to get a grudge match of Sol Ruka taking on Zarya. We are going to get, and I made plenty rants about this match, but officially, triple threat match. JC Jane is defending her NXT Women's Championship against Lola Vice and Kendall Gray. Once again, how the fuck we have the biggest show of the year and you ain't even got Jada Parker on this motherfucker at all? How you got the most popular woman in NXT and she ain't even on the motherfucker? You know what? I ranted enough about it. NXT North American Championship, Tatum Paxley defending against Blake Monroe. We are also, and most likely is going to be the main event of the night, Joe Hendry is defending his NXT Championship against Tony D'Angelo, Richard Saints, and Ethan Page in a fatal four-way. So, gentlemen, that is NXT Stand and Deliver. And once again, it is this Saturday, April 4th at 6 o'clock on YouTube. Do not go to Peacock thinking you about to watch NXT because you're going to be pissed off. It is on YouTube.
On YouTube.
We'll be watching YouTube on Saturday. That's what's up.
Pretty much.
I'm really only excited as an outsider about like 2, 3, maybe 4 of those matches.
I mean, to be fair, like I mentioned before, NXT AG, this show was literally built in pretty much a week and a half. To say this is their WrestleMania, it was literally formed in a week and a half. So, I mean, there you go. And speaking of,
I don't understand that. I mean, look, WWE, what the fuck? I mean, you know what? I'll wait for to get it off your chest. Anyways.
All right. And speaking of WrestleMania, since Friday SmackDown and of course Monday's Raw, we have had some new matches added to WrestleMania. So since we didn't get a chance to discuss it officially in an unsanctioned match, Drew McIntyre is taking on Jacob Fatu. We are also going to get the matchup of... Okay, now I'm going to explain this for when y'all see it. Is of course you didn't know. Nick Aldis went to Trick Willie and pretty much to say, hey, Trick, I've been noticing everything you're doing. You got a spot on WrestleMania. Against who? I don't know yet, but you're on WrestleMania. Sami Zayn overheard it. Of course, he was pissed off. He decided to take up Melo's United States Challenge. He beat Melo, and as soon as he won, went backstage. Aldis said, hey, it's gonna be you gonna defend that belt against Trick Willie. And all I thought to myself was, wow, we really gonna do Melo like this? We gonna really just dismiss Melo like this? Like, that is insanity.
Bro, think of next step. This is a lose-lose scenario for the fans. If you have Sammy lose to Melo like this, like, okay, you took the belt off him as soon as just for Melo to have a spot. But then if Melo loses, then yeah, like you just said, you're gonna have him. Sorry, yeah, Trick. But yeah, if you have him do that, it's just what the fuck.
Oh, Trick getting that belt. If they don't go ahead and pull the trigger, Trick getting that belt.
You really gonna do Sammy like this?
Obviously, they building up something for Sami Zayn, and I'm trying to figure out the play here, but they building up something.
Look, if he loses and he doesn't crash out hard and like start like going on a rampage, then I'm not really caring. I'm not interested.
I feel that. Officially, Finn Balor is taking on Dirty Dom Mysterio at WrestleMania, and they just kind of just announced it like, here, boom, there you go. And it was like, okay, cool. Now we do have a 5-man ladder match because Penta did announce he wants to defend his title at WrestleMania, and it's going to be a 5-man ladder match. Now, JD Madonna, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, and Rusev all had matches on main event, and that's how they qualified for this.
Wait, that's
so
how
it wasn't. Yes, that's what happened. That's what Michael Cole tried to double back and say, that there was matches on main event that Madonna, Lee, Evans, and Rusev won, and that's why it's these 4 men in the match with Penta. I mean, yeah, with Penta. So it wasn't just that these 4 was just randomly chosen. So
okay.
And also, due to the chaos that happened on SmackDown, officially we have a Fatal 4 tag team title match. We got the Irresistible Forces defending against Charlexa, Bailey, and Lyra, and that other team. So yeah, there you go. that other team. So those are all the matches that have been announced on WrestleMania. Of course, you still got Ova and Brock. You still got Orton and Cody, Jade and Rhea, Stephanie Vaquer and Liv, and then of course Roman and CM Punk. So
we touching up on Cody's little promo.
Oh yeah, no. We about to get to some little bits in here. So the only other thing that could happen or could be added, maybe they may do a women's US title match on WrestleMania, but for the most part, WrestleMania.
Yeah. I will give them their props because they turned it up a bit come Monday.
They did.
Monday, it actually felt like we were getting into fucking WrestleMania season. Like I was like, okay, Raw, I see you. But now that you've added these little tidbits about them using fucking main event to, because that shit came out of nowhere. I was just like, how the fuck y'all find out these guys that quick? Like, the explanations.
And like I said, Michael Cole tried to hurry up and explain it, and it was like, I guess, like it was one of those, I guess. Like,
but let me
cool
tell you,
and all, but yeah.
Let me tell you why this makes me mad though. It's because the way that it was set up was nice because they put Penta in a good position. Because once he did that promo afterward, and he was just like, "Hey, yo,
bring it on."
Exactly. He's like, "Yeah, ladder match," and I was like, "Okay, I want to see what we're about to do now." And then this, it's like just came out like a wet fart, man. I don't want that. I want the match, of course, but I want a better build up to it.
Exactly.
And, look, not trying to sound like an old head, but our freaking like WrestleMania for us used to have the magnificent pacing of like a One Piece like arc. Now, of course, sometimes that shit would be like when how people are memeing about it now, where it's like they take fucking 5 minutes to walk down a hallway. but the payoff at the end, like between January all the way to Mania, or shit, I'll even say December all the way to Mania, the payoff is usually fucking fantastic. This shit was thrown together so damn quick. Like, I don't even know why there's beef between like a lot of these people.
If you name one, I can probably tell you how the beef may have started.
Oh, really? Like all right. Tell me why Penta has beef with 4 other dudes right now that just won a tournament.
So literally, Dizzle just said it. Penta was like, I want to defend my belt at WrestleMania, and I'm doing it in a ladder match. And all we heard was that. So when
that's what I'm saying.
Back,
go ahead.
No. He just wanted to be on WrestleMania. He wanted to be a fighting champion, and he wanted to defend his belt at WrestleMania. So when it came back from commercial break, they made it sound like there was going to be a tournament, but Michael Cole was kind of tripping over his words, and he said no. On Saturday night, on main events, they already had matches to determine, and boom, here's what the 4 other people. So that's how Javon, Rusev, Dragon Lee, and JD are in, because they already won matches on main event, and it was like,
what is their beef with Penta though?
Well,
there is no beef. It's just the idea of
Thank you.
The IC title. Yeah, just want the IC title. That's it.
You can make the argument. Rusev.
Oh yeah, Rusev. Yeah.
We're beefing
okay.
a little bit.
So Rusev, like the maybe most likely to win because there's actually history between the two.
JD and Penta and beef.
And then you can say a friendly little rivalry between Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, and Penta,
Dragon Lee,
they interact, but that's about as good as it can get as far as like
that's about as good as that's gonna get. that is 100% as good as that's gonna get. You can't get no more concrete. But speaking of things that are concrete, let's go to SmackDown for a second. So this past Friday on SmackDown, Orton and Cody are heating up. They got into a whole little brawl. They got into a whole little well after Orton beat Matt Cardona, Cody shows up and they get into a brawl.
The disrespect to Matt.
I know, right? Which that was really the big point of SmackDown, other than Sami Zayn beating Carmelo Hayes. I'm gonna say this. It's gonna start getting a little redundant with this whole Jade taking on, with this whole Rhea taking on Jade, B-Fab, and Meechin every week until Mania, because it's like, okay, y'all really ain't had nothing else for these women to do other than to just keep beating up on Rhea Ripley. And then what's making it even funnier is the fact that with Rhea Ripley, not even a SmackDown superstar, so it's like you just showing up on SmackDown just to get your ass whooped. Like, stop doing it. Like, stop showing up on SmackDown. Stay on Raw until it's time for Mania. You know, like,
or spin it right and just have them show up on Raw.
I was about to say, have them show up on Raw at least. And then, you know, then you could be like, well, at least I'm on my home turf kind of energy. But it's like, you said it keeps showing up and just getting jumped. Like, okay. Stop doing that.
No sense.
Okay, so Cody and Orton get into the brawl. So let's fast forward to Monday. Monday, Cody has a little promo, and then Stephanie McMahon comes out. And Stephanie is pretty much like, hey, I've seen the evils Orton can do. And I've known you, Cody. You ain't despicable. You know what I'm saying? You ain't evil enough. You ain't got the balls to be as evil as Orton. Can you? And then, you know, she gave him the patented Stephanie slap and everything and all of that. But
I want to get on that slap, but go ahead.
But overall, how are we feeling about this build and the way they're building to this match with Orton and Cody? And Dizzle is over there tickled, so I'm gonna let Dizzle go ahead and let us know why he's so tickled over there.
No, I'm tickled by Jaeger because just
talk about he want to get in on that slap.
But
he did want to get in on that slap, though.
But I will say this about this situation. It could make sense, but it doesn't make sense. Just because it could make sense doesn't mean it should be implemented here.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Yeah, you can go through the fact of the whole thing with Triple H and everything that Orton has done because of the fact that once, you know, Legacy was running around doing their shit, and then you had that whole thing with I think it was WrestleMania 25 when they had that match. That they had to follow Taker. It was either 25 or 26 that they had to follow Taker, and no, it was 26. I think 25 because I think 26 Taker and Michaels main evented 26, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, people. But
I think that was the main event.
Okay, so then it was 25. Where you had that whole thing with Triple H home invasion on Orton and all this other shit, and then with him punting Vince and Shane and kissing Steph while she was handcuffed. It was like that whole thing. Yeah, cool, whatever. But that still doesn't give credence to her coming out to be the person that's supposed to fire Cody up. Unless it's supposed to be some grand old thing that's like a bigger situation, which would then add to the fact of, hey, who's on the phone talking to Orton? Because my theory was it was just Orton basically talking to himself.
And you know what's funny? Ashley said that she heard that theory from somebody, And
really?
It's funny that you said the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Because look, the only other option that you would have would be a Ric Flair, which would really have no connection to Steph. You'd have Triple H would be a connection to Steph, but then Triple H would have to be integrated into certain storylines, which that's not going to happen. And then the other thing, well, I mean, you can say Shane, but that's a low tier situation.
Very.
But the other thing, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to go over well, would be Vince McMahon.
Nah, especially when Orton. I mean, especially when Cody said, "You're not your father," and that's when Stephanie, of course, slapped him.
So,
yeah. I'm gonna let you get there. I'm gonna let you get there.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. That's why I say just because it could make sense doesn't mean that it should be implemented.
What you got, Jaeger? What you got?
So, first of all, look, I don't watch the product as far as WWE goes, but I do like catch reviews.
Yeah.
So when I heard Steph came down to the ring and essentially tried to say Cody wasn't ready for Orton, he couldn't go to the places Orton's been, blah blah blah. What the fuck? What? Just hold on a second. You want to tell somebody that is competing against Randy Orton that they're not ready for Randy Orton, the man that through the years, not just one specific year, but just through the years, has freaking handcuffed your husband while he beat your ass, freaking forced himself on you, did all this shit. You're coming out here like you idolize the man that has terrorized you. You're not over here rooting for Cody to do some shit to Randy. You want to try and hype up Randy and put down Cody, first of all. And then Cody halfway complimented her on just the fact that he's telling her, you're not your dad. And for her gut reaction to be to slap that man across the face, I'm just like, huh?
That was part of the situation. It was like her doing like the reverse psychology to
I mean, I'm hoping that's what that was, is her like trying to get Cody amped and be able to dig deep and like go to a place that he can beat Randy or some shit. But the delivery was just weird. Like, just weird. And yeah, like you just said, like I caught also that Randy's been on the phone with maybe himself, maybe Vince, maybe Shane. Like, if they're smart, they won't ever put Vince in front of a screen again. But
I think it was Bully Ray that said that it should be Charlotte he's talking to.
Charlotte?
I didn't get 100% the full thing, maybe because of the whole second, third generation thing. But I feel like it was Bully Ray that said that Orton, that it should be Charlotte that he thinks that that Orton is talking to on the phone, and I guess getting whatever advice from. So
that's interesting. I mean, it's out there.
It's
off the deep end,
but if we're gonna keep it in the McMahon family, then odds are likely that it was Shane. And okay,
well, no, I'm starting to go with what Ashley saw and what Dizzle, and I think he's just talking to himself.
I'm hoping it's that, because then the other likely choice is that if it's not a McMahon that he's on the phone with, I would at least hope that it's Hunter, like the unlikely person that he's actually like on the phone with, like somebody he's got some history with,
or Batista.
Hey, yeah. Because Batista was on some psycho shit when he came back against Triple H.
You know, to add to your point though about it not making sense, it really doesn't make sense, because for her to even say that he doesn't know the places that Randy's been through, all the shit that he did, again, to Stephanie, Triple H, and McMahon family, he was in Legacy. Legacy was a thing. Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. were there the entire time.
The entire time.
So it's not like he didn't witness any of this shit, because if anybody knew what he was capable of, both of them were right there with him during the shit and away from the shit. So, bitch, what?
Also, Steph, you clearly haven't been watching Cody when he was on Being the Elite, because that man didn't die.
You cannot bring up things that happen outside the company. Remember, whatever Cody did when he was not in WWE does not count.
You know what? Fine. I hope we get heel Cody in that sense. That man was dressing sharp. I mean, he wears a suit every time he comes out. But Cody's character work as a heel is something that is hilarious. And also, like, anytime he would show up on, like, anytime you would love to see Cody in whatever aspect, but also just be like, shit, what's he gonna get up to? Is this gonna be something genuine? Does he have some kind of nefarious plan under this? Like, he had this ridiculous, only on the internet type of freaking superpower, where there'd be people like talking about, oh man, like maybe we shouldn't like trust Cody on this, or maybe we're gonna like betray Cody on that, and all of a sudden it would pan over, and then you just have Cody doing one of these, going like, huh, okay. I thought the shit was funny as hell, and I was just like, oh shit, Cody knows. What's he gonna do? He's the mastermind. Nothing's getting by him. This shit's like, what's the plan here? Like, it was always good entertainment, and I really wish they would let him pull some of that energy into WWE. It'd be hilarious. But all that, I mean, hey, if Cody actually does go heel from this, which highly unlikely, I know Loki, I know heel Cody's all we can hope for, but I just want, I don't know. I would love to, I'm going to enjoy the match, but this storyline that they're writing is just, for lack of a better term, half-cocked.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to the other women's title match. So how do we feel that Liv and Stephanie's whole thing is Stephanie feels that Liv is entitled, and you know she don't know real struggle, and Liv is trying to prove that that's all a lie. That's pretty much literally their whole thing.
She was teased for a return in a bathtub. She was literally like advertised as baby girl, and now you're gonna make fun of her for it?
Pretty much.
Like, what? Why are we doing that?
Well, like
also,
I said,
for her to say that she don't struggle or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, Raquel is Bad Bunny. We get it.
This one hurts me, man. This one hurts me. Look, a lot of good can come out of this match. But the way this shit is being built is really just is making me it's making this shit seem way worse, less built than the fucking women's tag match. And the Bellas are in that.
Ugh. That is the team that should not be mentioned.
Look, and again, look, understand people. I love Liv. I love Stephanie if I care.
Yeah.
This is solely WWE's fault. Like, I don't give a shit
Raquel, that's my bad.
If you throw in the whole fucking situation of, okay, yeah, her English isn't as good, whatever.
I don't give a fuck about
miss me with that complete bullshit, because the way that y'all did the shit with Shinsuke, when y'all were going full in on the way that he was doing this whole like anime villain shit.
Yeah, exactly. He looked like a whole anime villain.
I was here for that, and then they just completely threw that shit away.
Yeah, because they quote unquote fed him to Cody, and it was like, well, you ain't gonna get fucking anime villain Shinsuke over by letting him get beat to to Cody.
No, but that was the second time. The first time was when they
true,
fed him to
right.
Rollins.
You're right.
And so when the Cody thing happened, that was the nail in the coffin. And they just like Shinsuke ain't been the same since.
Nope.
And then you did the shit with Kabuki Warriors, which is perfectly fine. So you can do the shit without any issues. So go ahead and let her do her shit the right way and just book her appropriately, and then let her learn her English along the way. Like y'all look, and
but you know what though, and I remember I kind of had this conversation with Aranya. I think that trope needs to die.
Which one?
That trope of just because they can't speak English, man or woman, then they can't be champion or they can't be on TV. That sounds very xenophobic of us. That sounds very American of us, because I don't ever hear when English superstars go to Japan and the Japan talent is like, oh, we can't put this American or this Canadian or this Englishman on top because they don't speak Japanese. Or when superstars go to Mexico, oh, we can't put this English speaking person on top of the division because they don't speak Spanish. Only in America we really get on some. If they don't speak English, then it's like what? Like, now with that bullshit.
To your point, and a slight defense of it, it's primarily a WWE thing, because
I mean that is true. That is 1,000% true. It is really a WWE thing. I do agree.
With New Japan, All Japan, a lot of the places in Mexico, a lot of their stuff is geared towards the in-ring stuff. So they highlight the in-ring stuff primarily, and they kind of let the characters speak for themselves. They don't do, I mean, even when they do like the small promos and stuff, a lot of that stuff tends to happen, especially primarily Japan. A lot of that stuff happens like when they do after the match stuff, and then seldomly when it's like, I think because Jaeger can back me up on this one, when they do that, the Monday show that they do for New Japan?
Yeah.
Okay. So usually when they do like the big shows and stuff like that, they normally hold off all that stuff till like the post-match interviews and stuff like that, where people can just be themselves. But they do a lot of the talking and shit in the ring. So they don't really have to worry about it. With WWE, because it's such a spectacle, and this is where I agree 100% with you on it, they need to be able to lean into it more so to cater to the character, regardless of whatever language. Because I mean, we got subtitles for a fucking reason.
I agree.
and in the case of Shinsuke, his character, the way that he came out, his personality, everything, like even when Britt was watching it with me, she like just fell in love with Shinsuke with the way that his whole demeanor and everything. It was like, okay, now you have a vibe that can gear people that may not either speak Japanese, Spanish, whatever. They gear with the character. And that's the thing that people don't understand. You got a lot of motherfuckers in here, us included, that watch anime and dubbed and subbed, and we don't steer away from it because, again, we have fucking subtitles. And in some cases, WWE, the sub carries way more emotion than the fucking dub. Thank you, Loki.
Hey, Loki, that was well timed.
It was.
For real. Look at him, all proud of himself too.
But yeah, I'll end on that note.
But yeah, so go ahead.
No. Lips said that shit perfectly. Like, this is just like, why do you let these wrestlers catch fire the way they do in NXT? Bring them up. Let them get the biggest pop once they get brought up. Put a fucking
Oscar.
belt on them. Oh my God, Oscar. Let them get this fucking far and then go like, yeah, well, we can't have a non-English speaker be this whole face of the company. What the fuck? Like, Shinsuke, Asuka, freaking Kairi Sane to a degree, freaking and now Stephanie Vaquer, and it's just so dumb. It's just so fucking dumb. It needs to go away. But no, our freaking heads of the company, faces of the company, want to take photos with some other orange retard. You know what? I'm gonna just cut it there.
Hey, Jaeger, redacted.
Yeah.
Just redacted. You know what I'm saying? If they can do it, we can do it. Redacted. With that being said, Roman Reigns and CM Punk, the fourth of the world title matches. So pretty much, Roman Reigns is like, Phil, you shouldn't be champion no more. Phil is like, Roman, you can never do anything by yourself. You need your cousins. Roman got a chance to get his lick back on Punk. Punk got his lick back on Monday. With all of that happening, are you gentlemen excited about Roman and Punk now? Like, knowing the last couple of weeks of the build Roman and Punk is having, is the excitement still there for Roman and Punk?
The needle moved a little bit after Monday, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we finally got some action. Like with Randy and Cody, we've been getting like something. With this, it's been rinse and repeat every fucking week, and now we're starting to get like the physicality, and it's starting like the tension starting to build up. But it's cool. All right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jaeger, got anything to add?
No, that's it. Like I'm more excited about other things, and it's not, the list is short, but yeah.
All right. Well, I didn't add it because they hadn't made it official, but this past Monday when Paul Heyman was getting off his bars, Adam Pearce was trying to warn him that, hey, you haven't been paying attention to your emails, big dog. So he announced that Seth Rollins is out of jail, and not only is Seth Rollins out of jail, he is cleared to compete. So of course Seth Rollins beat up Heyman. Well, he hit him in the back with a chair, and when Seth went to go hit him with that good old-fashioned curb stomp, he was dragged out the ring and beaten up by Gunther. And as Gunther was beating him up, he did point to the WrestleMania sign, but they haven't really made it official yet, Gunther and Rollins. But how are we feeling about Gunther and Rollins being added to Mania? And then I'll tell you what one fan's theory I heard about that is too.
So I'm not mad at the match at all. Now I'm going to reserve my initial feelings on it because, again, I'm pretty sure we'll get an explanation on Monday. But as far as the match goes, I can only like render my opinion on that shit for now. The match itself, I'm here for. Two solid workers, absolutely here for. Now they're gonna have to give me a solid fucking reason as to why Gunther is going after Seth Rollins. Yeah, because he definitely didn't give Heyman any nod or assistance or nothing like that. So Heyman ain't got shit to do with it.
He really didn't.
So,
and Gunther's been busy retiring people instead of beefing with Seth Rollins.
Wait, hold up. Wait.
Well, Jaeger, now that you said that.
Hold up, wait. Hold up.
Come here.
Hold up. Wait.
What? Come on.
Oh,
come on.
Wait. Hold up.
Okay, you happy now? You got your screen time.
Is Gunther out here playing 4D chess?
Wait.
What you mean?
So the fans' theory is Gunther is secretly hired by Paul Heyman to handle his Seth Rollins problem.
Okay, I wasn't thinking that.
And in return, Heyman is going to feed Brock Lesnar to Gunther, so he can kill Gunther's. So Gunther can kill Brock's career at SummerSlam. Since we have now seen that Paul Heyman has no real allegiance to anyone, he thinks that it's a secret partnership, so that way eventually, to pay Gunther back, you get to take out the Beast. You get to go ahead and retire the Beast at Mania.
Okay, never mind.
I'm sorry. Is Oba Femi not supposed to retire the Beast?
No.
Oba Femi just may get the dub and that's it.
Yeah.
If we're really being fair, Oba Femi just may get the dub and that's it.
There is no better stage for that Beast to go down than for WrestleMania.
Yeah, the rumor is SummerSlam.
Yeah, SummerSlam is supposed to be the
we don't
true
need
curtain
Brock
call.
on TV.
Well, you know how
Like-
Brock gonna do. Brock is probably gonna disappear after Mania and not show back up until SummerSlam, and then remember now we on 2-night SummerSlams.
And SummerSlam was the night Brock won his first championship,
and that too.
So,
Look.
that was the most prominent moment as far as like his beginning of his career, because everything else, I mean, he's had Mania main events, he's had Mania showcases, won a bunch of titles, so on and so forth. But SummerSlam would be synonymous with Brock for that reason.
Whatever. What is the point of Twitter blowing up going, do it for us, Oba?
I know, right?
But you gotta understand. Gotta understand. Again, regardless of how you feel, this man has not been convicted of anything. And at the same time,
that is true.
You have a lot of people who ride for Brock in the company. Now, again,
like I get it, before, Lip. Good lawyers do good work. I get it.
No. He don't need lawyers. He's not up for anything. He's just been named and stuff. He's not on trial. He's not on trial. This is what you have to understand. I get how you feel, but you have to understand this. Again, like I said before, legality and morality, two completely different things.
Look. So it's funny we say that because you're not wrong. You're not wrong, and I'm not going to bring up the other instances, not so much outside of they're outside of wrestling, but you're right. If we're just going off of what's been said, yes, Brock is wrong.
Yeah,
but
so public opinion legally, is going to bite him in the ass.
Yeah,
that's going to be the thing, and that's what's going on now. Public opinion is going to absolutely bite him in the ass, for sure. But if you have a company that's riding for Brock and he's made a bunch of money for them, dollars is going to talk. And if he's been as loyal to the company as he has, which he has been outside of the UFC stuff, they're going to ride for Brock. And you got to understand too, there's a lot of people currently in the company now, a lot of people that we ride with. Cody, Drew McIntyre, which check out that CVV interview as well. It's a good interview.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, absolutely. Miz, Heyman, Punk, Roman, at this point Oba, because he's doing the job for Oba too. So Oba's going to speak highly of him. Y'all have to understand that's going to be a situation where they're going to speak highly of him, just like a lot of people speak highly of Vince. That's another situation. Because that nigga did that shit. But
there's text messages were fucking revealed. You ain't gonna
But
it's also sources too. Hold on, a quick sidebar. There's sources too that apparently WWE is paying attention to the backlash of Sami Zayn and Trick, and they may add Melo to that match.
Okay. Touch on that, but yeah, but either with the Brock thing, yeah, they're gonna honor him as long as this shit is that. Like, look, I can guarantee you, if something comes out between now and SummerSlam, they ain't gonna debt that shit right then and there. I can almost guarantee it.
Oh yeah, it's over with. It's over with.
But until that happens, we got to get comfortable with seeing Brock on TV. That's just the long and short of it. That nigga gonna make his money. Now, if Vince come on TV.
Oh, that's a whole different story.
That's a whole different story.
Oh, speaking of somebody being on TV, are y'all excited that the man who just got retired is going to host WrestleMania this year?
I mean, I don't hate Cena. I don't hate Cena. Just is it too soon?
It's very much too soon.
Yes.
John Cena made it seem like December 31st, or in this case, December 13th, was going to be the last time we was going to ever see him again.
Absolutely.
He made that shit seem like he was not going to be seen again.
I mean, And at the same time, do we even need a host for Mania?
No.
The matches, just have them motherfuckers go out there and fight and call it a day. Goddamn. Why?
Why the fuck do we need a host?
You know what? On some real talk, what WWE tends to do to me, and I know this is going to be a weird parallel for some people, but it makes sense to me. Remember how literally for the last 10 years, Marvel has been trying to make a Blade movie?
Oh, shit.
Now, now, if we're thinking about Blade, right?
You onto something there.
The concept of Blade is, and yes, I'm gonna talk it as freely as I've been saying it. It's a nigga killing vampires. What is so hard to make a movie about a nigga killing vampires?
What
is so hard about letting them go out there and wrestle? Why do we need hosts? Why do we need all the other? Just let them go out there and wrestle.
I like how you tied that around.
Like, let them go out there and wrestle. WWE tends to overcomplicate, like they overcomplicate making a Blade movie. What is so difficult about letting them go out there and wrestle?
How many matches are we having total for each night?
Hold on. Let me look at what I got so far. So right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Damn.
I think we have 11. So I think Seth and Gunther will make it 12. So right now it's looking like it's 6 and 6.
Okay.
Yeah. And then of course, the Hall of Famers got to come out, which for updates, Stephanie McMahon, AJ Styles, Demolition, Dennis Rodman, Psycho Sid, and Bad News Brown.
Rodman.
Yeah, Dennis Rodman got announced. Yeah.
All right.
Dennis Rodman, Psycho Sid, Bad News Brown, and it looks like Hogan and Andre's match is going to be the immortal moment that's going to get inducted into WrestleMania.
We're immortalized. Why is Hulk Hogan?
Because he passed, my boy. He passed. If it wasn't for the fact that Hogan passed, that's why.
Yeah, that's true.
If I ever see R.I.P. Hogan, it's not saying peace. But anyway,
no, they weren't. Yeah, because they weren't pushing. What's his beer?
Huh?
What's his beer that he had?
American beer or something, like Real American beer or something like
Real
that.
American beer, I think. Yeah, because they weren't pushing it before he passed. They started pushing it after he passed. So a lot of that stuff that they're doing, like either to make amends or whatever. But yeah, I was thinking about Dennis Rodman. I was like, wait, he can do shit with WWE, but I forgot the shit with WCW with Karl Malone.
Yep.
So when he was with NWO. Man, what a time.
I would say Rodman was part of the NWO, and then of course now since WWE retroactively owns WCW, it kind of makes it seem like it was one entity, kind of, which real ones know it was two separate companies, two separate things going on. NWO was firmly had their foot in WWE's ass. So yeah, but John Cena is going to be your host of WrestleMania.
I propose in the middle of this Stephanie Vicaire and oh god, why can't I? Anyways, how I propose in the Stephanie Vicaire English speaking debate, we get an immortalized moment between yet again some American. I shouldn't say some American. He did a lot for the company. I'm not going to deny that. But Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, another American versus a foreigner.
Right.
What's that? That's how it was back then. They had a lot of foreign heels back then.
What do you mean back then? It still is how it is now.
No, I'm saying it was there like that. That was primarily like the main heels.
Yeah,
that
was
yeah. You're right there. Iron Sheik and everybody else, Sabu, everybody else. You're right.
And then when Sergeant Slaughter defected,
he
was Iron Sheik and shit like that.
Yeah, he was an Iraqi sympathizer. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much what's been going on in WWE. So yeah. Jelly Roll beat Kit Wilson. Jelly Roll also took a RKO. I forgot to mention that as well. That was kind of funny.
What now?
Jelly Roll took that RKO from Randy Orton. I forgot to mention that. But the last thing. Austin Theory, Jake Paul, Logan Paul are your new Raw Tag Team Champions.
Jake, not yet.
Yeah, it's time for me to go to bed.
Thanks to I Show Speed and some brass knucks.
Whoa.
Okay,
Speed
it was an accident. He didn't mean to. I mean, LA Knight got just looked back today. You know, he went on I Show Speed's stream. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he kind of roughed up Speed a little bit. So of course that's another rumored match to take place at WrestleMania. LaKnight and the Usos taking on the Vision and Speed in a 6-man tag.
I mean, Speed's been getting clowned left and right. So I mean,
Speed was also training too. So don't remember they made a whole
in the ring.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about his ring ability, but I know that dude's got some athleticism, like via his channel and all that. So
I mean, he's been on NXT. He has been ironically on Speed.
Yeah.
And Orton was helping him a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but he's good. He's good.
So that is a rumored match to take place at Mania as well. You know, we got to get everybody in there. We got to get them all in there. So,
man.
I mean, if you must.
So, let me ask y'all, gentlemen, question: was this on y'all's bingo card last night? That Christopher Jericho just randomly showed up on AEW Dynamite. You know, Christopher Jericho has been gone
to some wonky pyro, but yeah.
It was funny because I will admit this. I really forgot how much I missed hearing Judas. Because when I tell you I was singing that song bar for bar, I really forgot how much I miss hearing Judas. But Christopher Jericho,
what? That still goes down as one of my favorite live moments at a wrestling show. Was like we didn't even have the music; we just sang Judas because he was going through that Trials of MJF shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But yes, like acapella singing Judas, and it was nice to hear that again. But I'm gonna say it pleasantly surprising that he did not show up on a WWE screen.
So I wonder if Jericho in that same situation, like they were saying with Private Party and all of that technically he may have thought he was going to get released or whatever, and then it was just like, nah, technically you got like some time left, so we gonna need you. We gonna still need you here, big dog, kind of thing.
I thought about that, but I don't know. I mean, and even last night, like the shit was weird as fuck. Like when he showed up, and it was like
it was very weird.
Okay, so it wasn't just me.
Oh no.
Okay,
it was very weird.
Yeah, so
because it was weird. It was as weird as if like Excalibur and them did not know that he was supposed to, like, you know, it just seemed like, wait, it like it really came off like, oh wait, you still here? Like we thought you was gone, big dog.
I thought like the pyro messing up. I thought that was by design to throw people off. Now I can't even tell like if they really did fuck up or if it was like by design, because once Judas started playing, I was like, oh, that shit was clever. But now Jaeger made me think about it. I'm like, damn, did they really fuck up? Because now I don't know.
They could have actually not. That they could have been fully intentional, because we know that the crew likes to fuck around with certain characters like Pyro and whatever, and like video clips and all that. Mm-hmm. So it could have been intentional. It could have been like a mishap. Either way, they did some good work.
But then it got more weird after that, because after the crowd was kind of just like lackluster after Judas, because even like at the tail end of Judas, like they didn't really hype it up more, and then he kind of just stood in the ring. And this is where it makes me think about the whole contract situation, because he's in the ring, he's just like, you're back home. Yeah, and it's like, and then just like, no, because like that ain't the Jericho I know. The Jericho I know would take up some TV time,
right? I mean, to be fair, he did kind of take up some TV time, just kind of grandstanding in the ring. So, you know,
that shit was awkward as fuck.
It was very awkward. It was very awkward. Like nothing, like literally, if you really want a moment that felt like that was legitimately not scripted, that was it. That legitimately felt like, oh shit, Jericho's here. Send him out there. Like it felt like Tony Khan was the only one that knew.
Poor Shivani, man. Poor Schiavone.
Schiavone's confused as fuck.
Very confused. And
hey, that's good acting otherwise.
Speaking of, so Houston Nostalgia Con is next weekend for the people who doesn't know, and one of the people that was announced was Swerve Strickland. So I was like, there's a pay-per-view that weekend Swerve is supposed to be in Houston. I wonder what's going to happen. Well, Swerve decided to go against Kenny Omega for his EVP position while Kenny Omega was going for number one contendership, and Kenny O got the dub. So as of right now, here is your card for Dynasty. MJF defending against Kenny Omega, FTR defending against Cage and Cope. Officially, as of tonight, Jon Moxley is defending the Continental Championship against Will Ospreay, and Darby is taking on Andrade, and pretty much if Darby beats Andrade, he's pretty much kind of like number one contender.
So random.
So
to Andrade's dismay, though, because that man was
that's
taking,
so true too.
That
he
man
was very like
so off guard.
He was very like, I don't want to do MJF's dirty work, and I'm gonna say this. I understand wrestling is a thing of tropes, repetitiveness. You got to suspend your belief in all of these things. But I really do get tired that every fucking opponent has to go through some type of hoops to fight MJF. Like, that is really tiresome to me.
Yep. And also, like you're kind of spoiling the show if you already have a pay-per-view match lined up and you're already lining up a number one contender match for that person.
Yeah, you kind of are a little bit. You're not necessarily wrong in that.
Like, so Darby's full on trying to take down MJF, and you're gonna tell me that he's going to have that same energy if Kenny Omega's rocking the gold instead? Is he going to just pivot and go after a beltless MJF?
Nah, he say however how this shit go, he is ready to be champion. Darby say he is ready to be AEW world champion. It just so happens MJF is the one with the championship, but he is ready to be world champ.
And this match with Darby, it's a regular match, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a regular match. So pretty much MJF was like, yeah, you got to fight somebody from the Don Callis family, and then that's when the Uncle Don was like, I got the perfect person for you to take on, Andrade. And Andrade looked at him like, nigga, what? What part of I don't want to do MJF's dirty work do you not understand? So of course, Andrade is like, whatever. And then, so these are the 4 matches we have so far for Dynasty.
Again, a lose-lose scenario, because if Darby loses, you're letting some air out of his balloon about like getting hyped up for like to take on potentially MJF.
Yeah.
And if Andrade loses, the guy who is he's got a lot of hype behind him right now. You're gonna like take wind out of his sails on wanting to on just like being a returning person, a person that's supposed to be a threat, person that's supposed to be a fucking hitman, apparently.
Right.
Well, I still think they're gonna give him the Ring of Honor championship.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, they better give him some kind of gold, man.
Yeah, they would. I think they would have to. I mean, for him to go through all this shit to be put in contendership or to be put in the realm of contendership for the AEW championship and not get it, his consolation prize, especially having him go through Darby and then lose, that would be the next best thing because everybody else in Don Callis' family has had shots and or championships. I think that's the best bet. Like if they don't let him beat Bandito for that Ring of Honor championship, then for me, it's a fucking wrap.
Okay.
It sounds bad when you say if they don't let him beat Bandito.
I know it sounds bad.
He's not wrong at this point. Like I 1000% get what Dizzle is saying because at this point,
no, yeah.
And then it's kind of like what you said. You have now gassed up Andrade to make it seem like he's next up or next up adjacent. But then if you're like, yeah, but we gotta like take some of the air out the balloon right quick. You know what I'm saying? We gotta, you know what I'm saying? We got other plans, and it's like, fam. Like I hate to say this in regards to AEW, but AEW don't WWE us. Because that goddamn LA Knight ain't sniffed near a championship,
bruh.
So, don't pull a night.
Yeah, but that is correct though, man. How many times you gonna be next up until you run out of food, man?
Exactly.
Like I got my plate here, yo. But you next though. I got my plate right now. You next. You're next.
You're next. You're next.
You just let all these people go through and get a plate. Like,
big dog. You next. You next. I promise you. You next. That's the way it's coming up. Big dog. You next.
I promise. Wink, wink.
Exactly. Also, Willow held an open challenge tonight, and her opponent was the returning Hikaru Shida. And I did not realize Hikaru Shida has been gone for 500 days.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking bad.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, Hikaru Shida has been out for almost 500 days, and of course it was a losing effort to Willow, and then they also kind of teased a Shida heel turn because she halfway wanted to bash Willow with the kendo stick, but she didn't. So
wait, was Shida was she the first 2-time or first 3-time?
3-time.
3-time. Okay.
Well, she's been 3-time champ. I don't know if she was the first.
She was the first. She was the first one of them. I don't know if she was the first 2 or 3. Yeah. It may have been the first 2.
But yeah. So also you got Mina and the Brawling Birds taking on the Sisters of Sin. They're kind of doing some things. So it's kind of interesting with this because from them beefing with them and them and then the Brawling Birds and Mina winning tonight, Jamie Hayter just literally said, "Hey, I want the championship." And at Dynasty, which is not there, is going to be Tekla versus Jamie Hayter for the championship. And it's like, damn, boy, AEW, boy, if you're in the right position, you can just get a title match.
At this point, shit,
you could just be like, hey, I'm up next, big dog. I bet you up next. Like, wait, what? Did that actually work? Yeah, you up next. like literally.
I mean, all Will Ospreay had to do was jump John Moxley, and yeah,
that is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. And then the only reason why now the match is for the Continental Championship was because Ospreay got in the ring tonight and was like, "Yeah, Moxley, you know, you've been pretty much acting like a little bitch, you and your Death Rider. So how about, you know what I'm saying, you put that championship on the line? That way 100% is going to stay me versus you." So look, it was funny because as soon as Ospreay got the words out, they was like, "And Tony Khan made it official." It was like, damn, they ain't even let Moxley even get bars off about it. It was like, "And Tony Khan made it official. Continental Championship." I was like, damn. I then. So,
can't even let Will Ospreay get the neck loose. Pause.
Nope.
But like, nah, we're gonna put some gold on you right now. We're gonna work you until your neck breaks.
So, yeah,
nah, man,
damn shame. Yeah, I don't know what to do with Death Riders, man. That shit's weird, man. Shit's weird. They seem weird now.
It really does seem weird. Like I don't know what. Like something happened. Something happened somewhere.
It was that weird pivot after Mox won the Continental Classic. Once he did that little that little baby face promo, and the rest of Death Riders was still like heel, and then he was still making these weird ass baby face promos, and they were still acting heel, and then he was kind of acting heel in certain points, and then he would act face, like with the whole Yuta getting his head shaved, and he's like, no, you got to honor that shit. It's like, that's a face move. It's like, and now I'm like,
what's really
fuck
good?
Are y'all? Like,
to be fair, they did used to be about the honor, but then still be like tweeners or kind of more heel than face, like when they started.
I'll give you that. Yeah, okay. That part's fair. That part's fair. But they still seem fucking weird right now.
Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Because they feel. This is one of the situations like I know more about where the fuck Aces and Eights were going storyline than I do with fucking Death Riders,
Aces
bro.
And Eights.
Hey, I don't know if y'all got a chance to really watch Collision, and I don't mean to jump back, but if y'all didn't get a chance to watch Collision, I swear one of AEW's best promos, and I will even give Jack Perry his credit in this promo. AEW had one of their best promos tonight between Jack Perry, Brody King, and Darby Allin. Darby Allin was back there talking because now, since he pretty much has to fight off the Don Callis family now, Brody King and Jack Perry was back there, and Brody King was like, we had a coffin match. Jack Perry, you set me on fire. and then Brody King was like, I even have your name tattooed on me on a tombstone to show how much I hate you. Yeah, and you set me on fire. And then Brody was like, you know what? Regardless of all of this, I'm willing to fight on your side against the Don Callis family. And then Jack Perry looked, but he set me on fire. And I was like, you know what? I give it to you on that one, Jack. I'll give it to you on that.
I can't remember what. Like, there was a show of like where it was like similar energy. It was like, you set me on fire, and I can't remember what the fuck the quote was from, like what TV show. But damn it, yes, same shit.
But yes, like literally, that's all Jack Perry kept repeating was, "You set me on fire."
I mean, but, would you not?
I mean, look, I would. Like, I mean, like you set me on fire, big dog.
Like, if my name was Hangman Page right now, I'd look at Swerve and be like, or I'd look at Swerve or MJF and be like, you put a needle through my cheek,
right?
And shot the liquid out the other end.
They got a laundry list of shit.
If I was Swerve looking at Hangman, I'd be like, you drank my blood. You weirdo.
All truth.
Pretty much all truth. But so yeah. That was pretty much AEW as a whole. Like, I mean, we got Dynasty next week. Of course, we got WrestleMania the week after. And we're gonna approach that segment that y'all love oh so much, that get it off your chest. Jaeger, you got anything to get off your chest for this week?
Let it all out.
Man, look,
No
WWE, pause. you gotta I don't know what y'all are doing. Like kayfabe, and then outside of kayfabe, what you're doing in the real world versus like what you're doing. Like, in the real world, y'all got me all kinds of fucked up. I'm not gonna get into that. But where? Like when I found out that Triple H was going to be taking over for like the Vince McMahon spot, and like taking and just like supposed to be in creative control of. Like I was legitimately like, oh shit, things are about to ratchet up. Like he had full control over NXT Black and Gold, and that was straight fire. And yet here we fucking are, the year of our Lord 2026, and we are maybe filled out on the WrestleMania card, and that all happened within the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Aside from the Royal Rumble matches, like, yeah, the rest of the WrestleMania card got filled out in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What in the fuck are y'all doing creatively? You got the attention span of some Gen Z kid scrolling through TikTok. Like, what sounds good? That sounds good. Ooh, I want to see that. Let's do that. Like, I don't know. Like, do they speak English? Is that going to be good? Like, or do our short freaking attention span? Like, you've got anime fans. You put freaking anime villain plots on some of your best wrestlers, and like you're acting like we can't just have like, and it's on Netflix too. You can get a little BS like subtitle scroll at the bottom, especially if these fucking promos are scripted, which, like, let's be real, they are. Like, because I know y'all are not letting Stephanie Valkyrie go off the cuff.
Nah.
You can easily drop a little subtitle bar right here.
Easily.
Just translate immediately what that is. You could have done that for Shinsuke. You could have done that for Asuka. But no, y'all just want to keep playing, oh, it's the foreigner card. Like, we've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. WWE, get your shit together. Like, maybe I'll start watching y'all again. but god damn, like I just want to, like, at this point, I just want to see if Cody goes heel, and I want to see Brock Lesnar get his ass beat.
I feel that.
Oh, and then I want to see Devil's Kisses. Aside from those,
I want to see some goddamn Devil's Kisses.
huh?
Yeah.
I want to see some goddamn Devil's Kisses.
And you better have Booker T on the commentary.
that ain't gonna happen. I'd be surprised. Matter of fact, to that point, I would
If
be
you got Brock,
surprised.
hold on. You'd be surprised if Brock Lesnar is able to stay on fucking TV, allegations or no allegations. Booker T should be able to be on some commentary if you're just going, ah.
No, not just for that though. Because here's the thing. This is possible. This is possible, and here's the reason that's possible. They can go ahead and throw Booker T on commentary or just on the mic. Period. It becomes on commentary for the but primarily, and I'm pretty sure this will probably be at Trick's request. Trick's entrance.
That is true.
Whoop that trick. Yeah.
Just for that moment. Like if there was any time to get Booker T in the background, it just
okay.
That,
I like it.
Oh yeah, man.
Booker T is technically his mentor, so
yeah. Okay.
That would be the way to go. But as far as my get off your chest, listen, speaking of Mania, WWE, after what I saw 2 Fridays ago and what I saw last Friday, if you put those goddamn tag titles on the Bellas, I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. Yeah, but it's going to be something.
I'm throwing something. I'm throwing something.
I don't blame you. I might throw some shit with you. If we're at your house, I'm sorry.
Because look, there's no fucking way that, because look, I can almost give Nikki Bella a pass because at least she had been doing stuff here and there. But for Brie Bella to be married to one of the greatest in-ring technicians
ever,
Ever.
There is no motherfucking reason for you to be fucking. Here's the thing. If anybody uses the excuse of like, oh, she should have stayed being a mom.
Mm-hmm.
And that's no disrespect to her in that regard, but it's just like, again, you are married to one of the greatest in-ring technicians ever. Somebody who takes this business extremely seriously. How dare you come in here and look, again, never mind, no, she won't. You disrespect just everything that you're married to by just allowing yourself to go in there with that lackluster performance. This should have been the one time that you just hushed all the doubters by coming in here and running roughshod on everybody. But no, you did the same shit, even worse now than you did years ago when you were employed by the WWE. Ain't no way you about to put the tag titles on the Bellas. I don't give a shit if we look at the tag titles as bullshit titles. You're not going to disrespect the work that Charlotte and Rhea and Alexa and Io and the Kabuki Warriors and hell, Lash Legend,
even Lash and Nia.
Like you're not gonna, like they've been putting in work for these goddamn tag titles. You put them on the Bellas, and it's a fucking wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap worse than Andrade's rap.
I also forgot to mention AJ Lee and Becky Lynch is on WrestleMania as well. I forgot to mention that match.
I'm excited for that.
So
I mean,
also
good.
too, I wouldn't be surprised if, like I said, they add, of course, Seth Rollins and Gunther. They're gonna probably that 6-man tag between the Vision and Speed versus the Usos and Knight. And I wouldn't also be surprised to go ahead and round it off to a smooth 14 matches.
That's what I'm thinking.
Io and Asuka, because they've been kind of teasing Io and Asuka. So maybe that may round out the last 3 matches for Mania.
Ooh,
so
some of the matches are
unless now if they don't decide to do Io and Asuka, then maybe they possibly may do Tiffany Stratton and Julia. I don't know.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But it shouldn't matter because Julia just beat Tiffany Stratton. So I don't know.
And what about Jelly Roll?
I don't know if Jelly Roll gonna even have. I think Jelly Roll's probably involvement is going to end up doing with Cody and Orton more than anything at this point.
Oh, I thought they was gonna pair him with Danhausen and have him go against Miz and Kit Wilson.
There was rumors that it was gonna be Royce Keys, that they were gonna magically.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, they were gonna
Rolls Royce.
Yeah, Rolls Royce. So I don't know. Oh, get it off your chest moment. And mine's is actually going to be kind of a positive one. Danhausen. That's how the fuck you do it. That's how the fuck you turn shit into gold. If there was any reason, if there's any person who turns shit into gold, it's fucking Danhausen. I know y'all see him at the beginning of the goddamn intro. Danhausen has turned shit into gold, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this episode of Tag Me In, aka TMI, is over with. Done. Go home. I mean, well, you're probably already home, but go home. Leave.
And if you're watching this at work, just go home early.
But before
it's Friday.
But before you leave and go home, you gotta listen to Lip Dizzle right quick.
We gotta get y'all too sweet for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure that you that you follow the right instructions. So of course, Whether you loved it, hate it, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave all your comments, questions, concerns down below. Make sure that you go ahead and tag that subscribe button, tag notification bell, tag the like button. Go ahead and check out Juggs shit. Go ahead and check out Leo shit. Make sure that you comment congratulations to Scoot. Of course, ladies, leave your numbers or, you know, virtual panties in the comment section for Jaeger. People don't leave shit for me because I don't want it.
No. But yeah, nobody wants shit. Like,
no, yeah, I don't want shit at all. But you know what y'all can leave me is a good old too sweet as I prep it for the bros, as and you as well watching with a good old bada 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 bada
Bam.
And as always, until you see these handsome faces and hear these immaculate voices, we bid you all adieu. And until next time, you beautiful, 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 beautiful mother effers. Tag the fucketh. Click. Ow.